Our next speaker is one of the most charismatic and best-known dancers in Gibraltar. She has danced on this stage on numerous occasions, but never has she done what she's about to do, which is to tell her story, a story spanning 20 years of involvement in dance, and oftentimes as well fighting against the certain cultural views that she encountered, particularly in her early days. We're quite amused about her choice of titles, because I don't think she's ever been censored. But here to speak to us is dancer Yalta Pons.
Right, don't worry, I'm not going to strip. Like he said, I've never been censored, so you're wondering what she's going to talk about. Right, basically my journey, there's the before and then there's the after 2007 to be precise. Like Julian says, we've done it, we're a very popular group, we're very well known, my group is going places, it's still working hard, we empower young people, we still have our virtues and our beliefs in the group, but how do we get this far? It wasn't an easy journey, and we have to go before 2007, 12 years before, let's go back. Some of you will remember the young generation, like I spoke to James before, he wasn't aware, he was actually shocked. A lot of you will remember, and a lot of you will say, ¿Qué va? ¿Qué está hablando? ¿Dónde va a sacar esto? You'll see. Let's go back to the journey. Let's go to the beginning. I went to study, believe it or not, yes, I have a degree in dance and the creative arts. I didn't do this for 3 years, I have to say, and from then, I graduated really well with 2-1 degree. I went to work professionally for 3 years. Fantastic experience. It's a very tough industry. You learn so much. You learn so much more working rather than the education. The academic is very good, but if you want to be an artist, choreographer, director, you need to get inside the nitty-gritty. So what do you do next? You move on, you carry on with living abroad. I decided to come back home. So I come back home to start my own dance group. In that 7-year gap, when I left, Gibraltar, basically, we had the Alpha group with Lionel Perez, he was my mentor, the late Alfred Ramirez, he was another mentor. There was jazz, there was flamenco, there was a lot of modern, there was Eastern Promise. So what did I get back to? A community totally just dominated by ballet, jazz, and contemporary. So it was tough at the beginning. I'm going to stick to my cards, si no se me va la olla, y voy hasta aquí, me van a tirar 4 pitos. All right, so my journey started with the group. I wanted to apply my knowledge and my experience, but then that is what sentenced my next 12 years in Gibraltar trying to build the group. The term nadie es profeta en su tierra. How many times have my mom and dad actually used that term with me, and I've said it many, many times. So back to Gib. 5 minutes back, literally, I get a gig. Wow. They asked me to do a choreography for the Miss Gibraltar 1995. Yes, do your mathematics, I'm 45 years old. 1995, and they asked me to choreograph a routine for the dancers. The contestants. The late William Gomez, he approached me. It was co-produced by William and GBC. Yes. And basically, we did the routine with the girls, and I kept asking. You have to remember, I just got back fresh working professionally. You used to contracts, to fees, times of work, you know, logistics on contracts. And I kept asking William, what about the contract? Don't worry, I'll speak to management. I'll get back to you. That went on for a month, literally 2 days before the show. I had male dancers with us, and I wanted them to get paid, naturally, for their services. Basically, the management of GBC, we had a misunderstanding. You have to remember, I came back to Gibraltar in a society where people weren't used to big shows like the X Factor or American Idol, so you think you can dance, Facebook, YouTube, and of course, speak freely. That would have been really helpful at the time, for me. Anyway, so there was a misunderstanding. Now, I'm not bitter anymore. I'm not angry. I'm actually very grateful, because that journey really taught you how to adapt to a society. I never conformed. I'm not attacking anybody here today. I want to make that very, very, very clear. Actually, I am grateful. We all made mistakes. We're all growing up as a society. Just listen to James, who he was saying, I can relate. And it's really funny how he embraces YouTube, and I wish I had YouTube at the time. And we have to keep that in mind, please. I'm not attacking anybody. A lot of things are going to come up, and people are going to be shocked. It did actually happen, so I have to tell the story. All right, so obviously, la cagué con GBC. I need exposure when you're starting a group. Management had it in for me for 12 years, believe it or not. Never, ever did I appear in GBC for anything. He had his way of thinking, I had mine. I never got sorted until he actually retired. Moving on, oh yeah, I've covered everything. Wow, I'm doing well. Okay, yo hablo mucho. What I noticed, the first thing I noticed was that singers, dancers, and artists weren't very much appreciated at the time. Nowadays, singers and bands have it better. Dancers will be the eternal underdogs. I'm still working on it, and hopefully one day we'll get there. You know, people always say, you need the exposure. Yeah, 20 years on, I still need the exposure on a show. Okay, so I'll move on quickly. I've covered the GBC. I think they've had enough. I hope you don't censor me. I'm very grateful right now. I work really well with these guys now. We have a fantastic production team, the management. There's another air living in GBC right now, and we've done a few shows together, so I'm not going to have any more. I'll pass on. Okay, beginning. We didn't have premises, so we danced in patios and rooftops and the Glasses Estates, you know, the white buildings at the top. We used to dance there. My auntie's terrace opposite G5, the Methodist Church, Lolo's Hall. People like Priscilla Sacramento, Robert Balban, my father, Jaime Felice, they contributed so much to the development of the group by helping us with the allocations. The group was open to anyone, any walks of life, from La Laguna, Los Glaciers, Castillo, La Calle Comedia. And when we started with the group, the next thing you need is premises. Bernard Linares, the late Bernard Linares, he was wonderful. He believed so much in my work. He actually funded money for the kids to have costumes at my shows. He actually helped with my first premises. They gave us the first premises, and funny enough, people in this building didn't think we were good enough to share the facilities. So we got that premises removed. And they shoved us to Jumpers Bastion, which I love. It's the best place in the world. Great neighbors, great atmosphere. If you haven't been down, the clubs are fully active, and it's a magical place. So thank you for that anyway. Okay, the worst name calling, no me pito. This is important, right? The worst name calling, they called us La Vaca. La Vaca. I was thinner than this, okay? So I'm going to show you an image. Image number 1. Yes, that's the Can-Can, not in the Moulin Rouge, not in the Burdeo. That's Bahia Paca, Algeciras, okay? And those beautiful ladies is this one of them. Jody, beautiful Jody. Noelle, another for, hang on, don't go too quickly. Tyree, the tattoo girl. The next one, please. The beautiful Maxine de la Rosa. And the fattest one of them all. She was literally on my left side every very years dancing with me. Ladies and gentlemen, the fat girl. So, basically, thank you. You see how fast society can actually, they can believe what they're telling you. The judgment was so clouded. I might have been the fat one, yeah, but I don't give a people think of my body. It's 45 years old, it's functional, it's worked so far for me all these years, and I am the person who's more important, who loves or doesn't like a body. I don't care what people think, but no one has the right to judge anybody. So nowadays, I thank all those 12 years. This business is a struggle. We've all come a long way. The dancers, the dance form is working really well. The groups get along. The dance schools here are excellent. Everybody has an open mind. And thank you, Facebook. Thank you, YouTube. All that helps a lot. I hope nobody's angry with me. If you want to ask me anything, if you don't believe what I've said and you want to go further with the subject, by all means, come in, have a coffee. But the main thing we want in a dance group is for people to become interesting people. Kayan says it. Thank God I had dance. I talked about dance all the time. Nowadays, with the way the working environment is at the moment to get a job, you have to become an interesting person. Not so much intelligent, of course, interesting. I'll leave you there.
Thank you, Yalta.
Thank you.